There are moments when politics must become secondary. The death of former minister and former Lunte member of parliament, Honorable Mutotwe Kafwaya, following the events in Kabulonga, is one of those moments. First and foremost, politics aside, extends its deepest condolences to his family, his friends, his colleagues, and everyone who knew and loved him. Whatever our political differences, one thing should remain sacred. No life is worth losing over politics, ever. There are competing accounts of what happened that night. The official account says a joint security team conducting an intelligence-led operation came under fire, resulting in an exchange of gunfire. Mr. Brian Mundwile presented a different account. Investigations are ongoing, and we simply do not have enough information to responsibly declare exactly what happened or who bears the responsibility. But we should be able to mourn a man's death and still ask difficult questions about the circumstances surrounding it. One does not diminish the other, because what was recovered from that residence deserves serious attention. A joint task force recovered 5 AK-47 rifles with 60 rounds of ammunition, a Zastava pistol, Beretta magazines, a bulletproof vest, a commando dagger, military version night vision binoculars, tactical equipment, and what authorities described as high-grade, restricted, military version automatic Uzi weapons. That last detail deserves context. An automatic Uzi is a submachine gun originally developed for military use. In an automatic configuration, it is capable of continuous fire while the trigger remains depressed. And Zambian law treats that distinction seriously. Under the Firearms Act, a firearm capable of continuously discharging while the trigger remains pressed falls within the definition of prohibited article, whose possession requires specific lawful authorities. So the questions are unavoidable. Who owned these weapons? Under what lawful authority were they being possessed? Then there are the people apprehended at the premise. Among them were 3 former army commandos whom authorities say had approximately 2 decades of special forces experience. According
ready to be killed, I'm also ready to kill.
At what point does political ambition begin to become militancy? Because democracy is supposed to be a contest of ideas, not a contest of force. And political ambition should never become so important that people become prepared to kill and to be killed. There are, of course, still fundamental questions about exactly what happened that night. If this was a planned, intelligence-led operation, potentially involving lawful authority to enter and search the premises, then how it ultimately descended into an exchange of gunfire becomes an even more important question. And ultimately, the exact circumstances in which Honorable Mutotwe Kafwaya came to lose his life must be established. His family deserves those answers. So does the country. But we can mourn and mourn and still ask these questions. One, of course, like we said before, does not diminish the other. Because whatever the investigations eventually establishes, Zambia cannot afford to normalize a political culture in which weapons, militancy, and violence begin occupying the same spaces as political ambition. We are one people. Elections will come and go. Governments will come and go. But a life lost can never be returned. To the family and loved ones of Honorable Mutotwe Kafwaya, once again, our deepest condolences. May his soul rest in peace. No life is worth losing over politics. Ever.